So we will begin with our meditation first. Please bring yourself to a resting position, and you may close your eyes very gently and let your muscles, especially in your eyes, relax. Next, transcending any worries you may have, notice the position of your hands, place them according to your intentions, comfort right now. With this, we begin our meditation. The first step would be to scan the body to release and relax any tension, any tightness, anywhere in your body. Your eyes, your forehead, the top of your head, and the back of your head, your neck, shoulders, chest, upper back, mid back, lower back, the entire upper body, sitting bones included, knees, shin bones, the ankles, the soles of your feet, and your toes. Now you are getting deeply rooted to the ground below, making a connection spiritually with the earth. And let your awareness to rest in your body. Noticing where your mind's attention moves. Noticing how it moves from one thing to another. Take a couple of deep breaths, bringing your shoulders all the way up and dropping your shoulders. Now gently apply mindfulness to your breath coming in and breath going out. Whenever you feel distracted, release and relax. Come back to your breath, releasing any tension from a thought, from a feeling, sound, an imagination, a view. So release and relax, taking a moment to relax, and then come back to your breath. With the presence of your attention, you breathe in and breathe out. Now notice the body's need to take a long breath, or suddenly it only takes a short breath. Same with exhaling. Now notice that it is just the body breathing in, breathing out. And that means you notice the movement of your shoulders, whole upper body moving as you breathe in and breathe out involuntarily. Now, however subtle your breath becomes, you are aware of it, but you don't go after it. Allow the sensations to disappear, but awareness to remain. Notice any hindrance arising. Notice their disappearance and how temporary they are. Your mind remain unaffected by their nature. By bringing wholesome energy, you remain calm and tranquil in a pleasant, loving abiding here and now. Now you may slowly come out of your meditation How was it? I'm so glad. Um, yeah, so in the remaining time, I have something interesting to share with you all. This is about friendship, the benefits of genuine friendship. And this is based on a chanting we do in um, Theravada countries. It's called Mittānisaṃsa sutta. Mitta is the friend. Anisaṃsa is the benefits. So this is a person who has genuine friendships um, in his world, and he he's a person of this type, and we have this chanting book that is very popular. It is respected like a Buddhist monk. So people hold it in their head when they um, before a chanting, and they bring the book into a very beautiful pavilion um, in a procession with all the drummings, and behind um, that line there is a line of monks also entering the pavilion, and they open the book, they chant all night. So people in Sri Lanka who attend these overnight chantings hear this at least a couple of thousand times over the lifetime of attending these chantings, or on the speakers if they are in the village with all the loudspeakers playing the chanting, they hear this chanting. But most people, unfortunately, may not know the meaning of these words that they hear. So only the monks who chant know what is being chanted. Only some monks who know Pali actually know what is being chanted. So today I decided to discuss about it because it's beautiful and it connects with our discussion last week about um, kind of tolerating disagreeable speech, something we discussed last week. And the chanting book adapted these from the Jātaka called Temiya Jātaka. It is also called Mūga pakkha Jātaka. So this has about how many verses? About 10 verses, and these are called 10 stanzas of honoring friends. And I will let us together read the English here. I can read the Pali for you. So the first one goes as Pahūtabhakkho bhavatī Vippavuttho sakā gharā Bahūnaṃ upajīvantī yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. So he who maintains genuine friendship will, whenever he goes far from his home, receive an abundance of hospitality. Because wherever he goes, there is a friendship in that town, in this village, in this area. So Bahūnaṃ upajīvantī. So many will also know him, and many will obtain their living through him. That means he goes and helps them. And because of him helping them with work, with construction projects, or anything that you have a skill on, you offer your help, and therefore you are welcome in these places. They say, "Oh, you are back. What do you need? Can I offer you tea? Can I offer you food? Have you eaten? Do you have a place to stay?" So that kind of um, reciprocity this person receives. And yang janapadaṃ yātī Nigame rājadhāniyo Sabbattha pūjito hoti yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. So he who maintains genuine friendship will, whatever country, village, or town he visits, he be honored everywhere. So he is Sabbattha pūjito hoti. Honored here also means that he is given all the hospitality. Like in the previous verse, he gets tons of food. So uh, the word is wherever he goes, there is lot of food. But in the second one, he's given a lot. He's given respect and also given things. Nāssa corā pasahanti nāti maññeti khattiyo sabbe amitte tarati yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. Can read the English with me if you want. He who maintains genuine friendship will not be overpowered by robbers. The king will not look down upon him. He will triumph over all his enemies. So he will not be overpowered by robbers. I think one way to look at it is that his friends will say, don't take that road. This area is dangerous. Avoid that. So you will be safe. An enemy would not say that. Enemy will let you go and survive or not survive because they don't have that intention to protect you. And the king will not look down upon him. So Khattiya is the ruler clan. So the king has all the royal army around, and they will not do thorough examination because someone known to you is known to the king and or rulers, so that they don't have to worry about you entering their township, or there's no spying on you. So basically, that's one way to look at it. Um, so and there won't be any enemies to beat you because friends will protect you in. So sabbe amitte tarati, you can cross any enemy because friends say don't go that way, just uh, go this way, and your friend will receive you in the next village. Number 4, akkuddho sagharang eti sabbhaya patinandito Jātīnaṃ uttamo hoti yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. So he who maintains genuine friendship returns home with feelings of kindness, rejoices in the assemblies of people, and becomes a chief among his relatives. So when you come back home, you don't feel fatigued with hate. You just have loving kindness, friendliness in your heart. And that is what it means by you come home with kindness, no anger. You're not angry that someone didn't look after you. I remember my friends visiting Toronto, and the little girl, she was only 14 at the time. She prepared a sandwich for them to bring, home back to Boston. And I introduced the two families to each other, and they still talk about that sandwich and how kind she was. So that it brings a kind of a piece of family back home, and you think about it all the time. So it's an example of bringing kindness home, and rejoices in the assemblies of people. They will introduce you to other people and say, oh, he's looking for a job. Can you help? Or, there's this wedding, there's this party. You are my friend, let's go. And when, in the case of you being, as very supportive of your cousins and friends and relatives, they place you in a very high place, saying, you are a person who can help many people. So that way you become chief among your relatives. Sakkatva sakkato hoti, garu hoti sagaravo, vannakitti bhato hoti, yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. You see the line yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati is continuous, is repeated here. So one meaning of it is that you don't put down friends. And let's read the English. He who maintains genuine friendship, being hospitable to others, in turn receives hospitality. Being respectful to others, in turn receives respect. He enjoys both praise and beauty. So um, again, the word hospitality comes. Um, that that is about treating others nicely, and you are being treated nicely. You respect them, and you are being respected in return. and there is also reputation of you as a good friend. So when um, a friend of yours, know that you are coming, he calls another friend and said, this is a nice person. Otherwise, the call will be about try to avoid this person. He's coming to the town. That kind of a phone call. Number 6. Pūjako labate pūjaṃ vandako pativandanaṃ yaso kittincha pappoti yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. He who maintains genuine friendship, being a giver, in turn he receives gifts. Being respectful to others, in turn he is respected. He attains prosperity and fame. So it kind of there's these lines. There's some um, similar content here. Puja is like someone who gives gifts, so you receive gifts. So they know you brought something and they also give you something. Or when they come visit you, they will bring a gift to you, something that because that shows that they care for you and you honor their elders. When they visit you and you are a senior, their children will respect you, like honoring you with a lot of respect. And you are reputed. You have a lot of um, contacts. Agyata pajjalati devatava virochati siriya ajahito hoti yomittānaṃ na dūbhati. He who maintains genuine friendship shines like a fire and is radiant as a deity. Never will prosperity forsake him. So he will always shine and he will illuminate like a deity and he will look bright like it's a star entering a room like a celebrity entering a room. Everyone's eyes turn toward that person. um, and that is all because there is this friendship. If even that person being a celebrity, if he puts down people, then there will be bad reputation about them. Number 8. Gāvū tassa pajāyanti khette vuttaṃ viruhati uttānaṃ phalamasnāti yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. He who maintains genuine friendship will have many breeding cattle. What is sown in the field will flourish. His children will achieve success in life. So here, breeding cattle means, there's protection to his cattle that um, other people will um, maybe gift him, and that no one will be stealing from his cattle. Like in my village, my brother had cattle. Maybe he was just careless that they were stolen. But this is in villages like this in India, in Sri Lanka, other friends will be watching your cows, that no one can steal them. That if anyone, any stranger enters the village with the intention of stealing, others will keep an eye on your cattle. And also, what is sown in the field will flourish, means no enemies will destroy it. And the whole village, overnight, if an elephant or any fire or anything enters, they will come together to protect it. No poisons, no pesticides added to the waters to destroy anything. So there will be a lot of support from the whole village. And his children will achieve success because the children also knows these friends and their contacts will support them to reach the highest level. Darito pabbatato va rukkhato patito naro chuto patithang labhati yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. He who maintains genuine friendship should be Should he fall from a cliff, mountain, or tree, he will always be protected. So this looks like superstition that, because of friendship. But I think the friends will say, don't climb that cliff, that it's dangerous. There was a landslide there, or, that tree is not a tree that you should climb up. It's something, it breaks easily. So there's knowledge in the area. There are multiple different ways to interpret this. But basic idea is that there is protection, and even if you fall from something and that you break a limb, someone will readily come to be your nurse, that they will look after you until you come to full recovery. Viruhamula santanang nigrodhamiva maluto amitta pasahanti yo mittānaṃ na dūbhati. He who maintains genuine friendship cannot be overthrown by enemies, even as a deep-rooted banyan tree cannot be uprooted by the wind. So you become very stable and strong. And I connect with that teaching with another one. This is from Anguttara collection, a friend. Let's read this too together. Monks, a friend endowed with 7 qualities is worth associating with. Which 7? He gives what is hard to give. He does what is hard to do. He endures what is hard to endure. He reveals his secrets to you. He keeps your secrets. When misfortunes strike, he doesn't abandon you. When you are down and out, he doesn't look down on you. A friend endowed with these 7 qualities is worth associating with. He gives what is beautiful, hard to give, does what is hard to do, endures painful, ill-spoken words. His secrets he tells you, your secrets he keeps. When misfortune strikes, he doesn't abandon you. When you are down and out, doesn't look down on you. A person in whom these traits are found is a friend to be cultivated by anyone wanting a friend. I think that is self-explanatory, and we will read the Asampadāna Jātaka, very short story. Let's read together. The Bodhisattva was once a royal treasurer. He was close friends with a treasurer named Piliya from another kingdom, and both were very wealthy. When Piliya met with misfortune and lost everything, he had to beg. Piliya traveled to the Bodhisattva's home, and when he heard of his friend's terrible situation, the Bodhisattva gave Piliya half of his fortune, money, property, livestock, and servants. Soon after, the Bodhisattva suffered the same ruin and went to seek help from Piliya. But he only gave the Bodhisattva a bit of rice and told him to leave and never return. This led the Bodhisattva's wife to tears. She asked, "Why did you take it? Oh, why did you take it? Is this a fit return for the 40 crores?" "Don't cry, dear wife," said the Bodhisattva. "I took it simply because I wanted not to violate the principle of friendship." "Why these tears?" So saying, he uttered this stanza. If a friend plays the selfish part, it is foolish to let it cut to the heart. His bowl of rice I will take, and not for this our friendship break. But still the wife kept on crying. At that time, one of the Bodhisattva's former servants, who had been given to Piliya, saw his former masters and fell at their feet, asking what their problem was. Hearing their story, he took them to his home and prepared meals and baths. He informed the other former servants what had happened, and they all marched to the palace, demanded to see the king, and told him their ingrate master had done. The king and his adviser ordered Piliya to give the Bodhisattva everything he owned. "No, sir, I need not what is another's. Let me be given nothing beyond what I formerly gave him." Then the king ordered that the Bodhisattva should enjoy his own again, and the Bodhisattva, with a large retinue of servants, came back with his regained wealth to Rajagaha, where he put his affairs in order and after a life spent in charity and other good works, passed away to fare according to his deserts. Deserts. Pilya was an earlier birth of Devadatta, a disciple of the Buddha who became his rival. One day, some of the Buddha's disciples were discussing Devadatta's ingratitude and folly, and the Buddha told the story so they knew that Devadatta had been the same way in the past. So that is all for reading. And any questions? So Bodhisattva is someone who aspires Bodhi, someone who is going to be the Buddha in the future. So this is why these are like previous birth stories, and the Buddha relates it to a present day incident and characteristic of a person, and so how these tendencies were there in their lives before as well. Do you have any questions online or in person? I guess this is it for today, and we will share merits, and that will be it. Uh, let's join together, sharing merits to all beings. May the suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear struck fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kinds of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, share this merit of ours. May they long protect you, protect the teachings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So have a great evening. Thank you. Good night.